how's it going, everyone? All righty, day 4. Woo! Epic last 5 days. Yesterday, we did an amazing interview with Dr. Wimes. His research lab is who we are doing this fundraiser event for. There's going to be links down below to the fundraiser, links down to the playlist where all the past videos for this event is there, along with the interview. And if you haven't checked it out, please do. It's fairly lengthy, and everyone following along, even if this is really unrelated to you, we're doing a tremendous amount of job spreading awareness. And I just wanted to say a couple shout outs to many content creators out there who have shared this fundraiser on their social media. Numerous numbers of one, Gross Score, Bodie. Oh boy, drawing a blank here. Ah, I kind of feel bad, but there's been quite a few other content creators that have hit me up that I've talked to. Kemp Q, Odablock, if you're watching this, or if anyone is close with him, definitely thank you so much. Odablock ended up making a whole video spreading awareness about our fundraiser event. So big thanks, brother. I didn't ask you to do that. You did that out of your own free will. And that really does mean a lot to everyone watching. But like I said, definitely please check out the links down below with everything. We have raised a ton of money so far and are very close to hitting our fundraiser goal, which is absolutely just incredible. And I'm going to be live streaming today on Twitch TV, spreading more awareness on there. So if you are free and able, definitely hop on and check me out there. Otherwise, today we're kind of a little mobile, away from our normal setup in my office, and we're going to be doing some shopping. And I'm going to be going over some ingredient labels of stuff that I would consume on a daily basis. And I never paid attention to ingredient labels before, like ever in my 36 years. But especially if you are taking a dietary approach to any type of underlying disease, you got to pay attention to the ingredient labels. Once again, I'm not a healthcare professional. I'm just going to go over what I pretty much did, because I personally, in my own opinion, believe that cutting out 95% of seed oils from my diet may have contributed to the progress that I'm seeing right now with the dietary approach. Obviously, it might be different for other people, and please always do your own due diligence. Look everything up, talk to your medical team, and you got to do what's good for you. Obviously, it may not work for some people, but I'm just going to show you what I did. Regardless if you have an underlying condition or not, you should always be aware of the ingredients, because a lot of products out there that say they're gluten free, they're non-GMO, they will have a lot of hidden things in their product that, well, it may not be very, well, especially if you have something that's causing inflammation in your body. Because I've pretty much turned my entire diet now into a anti-inflammatory state, consuming a lot of avocado oils, olive oil, plus various other antioxidants as well. Um, Mentioning this very quickly, because quite a few of you asked how the water fast is going. And yesterday, I'm trying to keep these videos relatively short, even though I kind of already feel this one might be a little lengthy again. So I do apologize if you don't really have time to really view these. But I had to actually break my water fast the other night, right around hour. It was actually it was a very weird experience. I've never had this. It was right around hour 60. I ended up, and I'm gonna put some stuff up here on the screen. I ended up taking my readings. I was in deep ketosis. This was like a little after, I want to say, 52, 53 hours, and I ended up going to sleep. I actually got woken up a few hours later in the middle of the night, and both my hamstrings were actually cramping. I have been consuming a lot of sodium, well over 2,000 mg a day, but for the last like couple days, I was immobile. So I think that pretty much contributed to a lot of the cramping. I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, I got up. I ended up making some salt water, waited about, I want to say 20 minutes. And then after 20 minutes, I'm like, hey, cramping is still here. I actually had some bone broth. In a matter of like 10, 15 minutes, I actually felt like significantly better and the cramping pretty much went down. But I made it to 60 hours. That's actually the longest that I've ever done before. And just making it 60 hours, not the full 111 hours, I pretty much reaped a significant amount of anti-inflammatory and also health benefits. I ended up dropping a little over 2.5 pounds. I definitely can feel it a little more around the waistline, making me a little more leaner, which not really complaining. But yeah, there's a lot of benefits that I did just making it to 60 hours. And I will say this on a note, because I have talked to many people about this. It's all about knowing the warning signs, because the number one problem with prolonged fasting is that people, and once again, my non-medical opinion, people ignore warning signs and they push past them. And then what ends up happening is they end up in the hospital. The last time I went to the hospital, I made there was a gruesome discovery here. I went in for a possible appendicitis, and then with an ultrasound, with me laying on a stretcher, hey, what are all these little cysts and stuff? So I'm not trying to end up in the hospital. I know maybe some of you sick puppies out there want me to, but no, not trying to kill myself, hurt myself. You got to know the danger signs, and cramping is really, I've actually never experienced that before. I've done quite a few prolonged fasts now, and this was the longest, which very grateful for. And I'm definitely going to be doing another prolonged fast later down the road as well. Not scared about doing them, but you got to know the danger signs. A lot of people ignore them, whether it's your blood sugar is at kind of like just a very weird and bad level, or maybe you have some type of pounding headache that doesn't go away. The 36-hour one that I did a little over a month and a half ago, I actually had a pounding headache. I took some salt water. Within about 30 minutes, the pounding headache went away. But I also said to myself, you want to know what? If this headache isn't going away, a pounding headache, and I'm talking like your temple is just absolutely like it's a migraine. If it's not going away, you got to break your fast, and you got to know how to do it properly. So that's the number one thing, and my biggest non-medical advice is knowing the danger signs and understanding that, especially if you don't make it all the way to whether it's 72, 96, 120, or maybe if you're going even further to like a week. Some people do 2 weeks. Some people go on these religious fasts for 21 days, 40 days, and 40 nights. Um, Even if you don't make it all the way, the amount of benefits that you do for your body is incredible, unbelievable, incredible. And I'm already feeling amazing. Bone broth, the sauerkraut, probiotic, prebiotic, sauerkraut, cauliflower rice, and then hard-boiled egg. That method for me works. Feel amazing. Woo, that was a mouthful once again. Let's do some shopping now. Okay, so first item, Stonewall Kitchen. Please don't hate me if you're watching this. This is so good. Bacon Caesar dressing, right? We got, what do we got on here? I know it has great labels. Stonewall Kitchen is absolutely amazing. Oh, here it is. So gluten-free, which you would think gluten-free is utterly amazing, right? But you got to pay attention to the ingredients. What do you notice? Canola oil. A canola oil, that is a seed oil. Come on, who doesn't love Hellmann's, right? Well, the problem with this is that we have soybean oil. And no, I'm not being paid to advertise any of this stuff, but for me, this stuff is very amazing. Primal Kitchen, great avocado oil. And then we go to the ingredients. We notice avocado oil, anti-inflammatory. For me though, I'm a fan of chosen mayo. Roasted garlic is honestly my favorite. And ingredients, avocado oil. Now for a substitute of Stonewall Kitchen, I do Primal Kitchen Ranch, absolutely amazing. And we notice on the ingredients, avocado oil, no soybean oil, no seed oil, just simply once again, a anti-inflammatory component. Ugh, so amazing, right? Pumpkin swirl, pumpkin spice. I used to eat 2-3 of these slices per day. Well, they're definitely not keto or carnivore at all. But once again, let's see. Flour, we got pumpkin sugar, canola oil. Used to eat actually 2 of these sometimes per day. At least 1 per day to really give me a snack, especially before I go sleep. Then I would actually feel completely drained in the morning. But definitely not keto, definitely not carnivore friendly at all. And once again, seed oils, canola. Have to part ways with you. I actually used to put this on my toast every single morning heavily. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Ingredients. Wow, canola oil. No wonder why it tastes so good. Now what I use for butter is this brand, Kerrygold. And as we can see in the ingredients here, much different. Milk, no canola oils or any type of seed oils at all. Okay, we just got done food shopping, and also on a closing note, because I probably could spend a good hour talking about food items inside a grocery store, especially things I used to consume on a daily basis. But to sum everything up, if you are trying to cut out all seed oils to the best of your ability, pay attention to the ingredient labels. Don't really look at anything that says non-GMO, or rather, I should say, gluten-free. You got to pay attention to the ingredients oil, because even though like Stonewall Kitchen and other various salad dressings that I would use all the time that would say, hey, you know, we're non-GMO, we're gluten-free, they're sneaking in seed oils. So if you are one of those people out there trying to mimic no seed oils or a keto carnivore diet, you got to be reading the ingredient labels and everything. I could spend a very long time in there, but I was actually getting some strange looks from some people video recording. They probably thought I was a weirdo, but yeah, I'm kind of a little bit of a weirdo in a way, because I've completely taken a dietary approach, but I know I'm not the only one. So once again, on a closing note, please, if you are one of those individuals out there, even if you don't have PKD, especially if you do have PKD, definitely look at every single thing you're buying. I can't tell you, when I started doing this 7 months ago, I missed a lot of it, and I was still consuming a lot of seed oils and a lot of starches, a lot of hidden things in there. So you always got to pay attention. Otherwise, tomorrow there'll be a special video, a closing video for this fundraiser. Please stick around if you are following, and I'll see you all then.